Stephen Howson, Full-Time Devils. This is my post-match review. Manchester United have beaten Sunderland 3-0 at the Stadium of Light thanks to goals from Mkhitaryan, Zlatan and finished off by Marcus Rashford. It wasn't a vintage Manchester United performance and the game sort of took a bit of a wild turn when Seb Larsson was sent off at the end of the first half for it was a bad challenge, I thought, on Ander Herrera. A lot of fans online seeing their arse about it, saying it wasn't a red. Well, do you know what? If his wasn't a red, then Rojo's wasn't a red, and you've seen how much people saw their arse over that. I personally thought Rojo's was a red, and I thought this one was a red as well. Inconsistent refereeing yet again. Now look, everyone always tells us it's sour grapes, isn't it? When you come out of a game and you've and you've lost, and you say the referee was shit. Well, the referee was shit again today, but we won. So is it sour grapes, or is it actually, referees are actually rubbish, and they're not having a great season in English football at all this year? Aside from that, Manchester United didn't really pull up many trees, didn't really have to. This is a very poor Sunderland side. We did well in the middle of the park, and we took our chances quite well at the other end, which is more than we can say for the rest of the season. Another great goal by Mkhitaryan. Zlatan's was a good finish, and Marcus Rashford could have had a couple if Zlatan had been playing him in. Darmian looked great on the right, certainly a good option as a backup, I think, at least to Valencia when he's on the right. Not so good on the left. Centre halves look fine again, and Luke Shaw had another good performance at left back. Another clean sheet for Romero. Now he's really staking a claim to be Manchester United's number one should David De Gea move on. I don't think you can compare him to David De Gea at the moment, but I think as a replacement for him, or certainly as a backup for him, there's not many other better options. Who do you guys reckon was today's man of the match? I saw Ibra got it on the telly, but I'm not really sure I would say Ibra got it. He played alright. I didn't think he pulled up any trees. I didn't really think anybody stood out as having a spectacular performance. I thought everyone was just alright. And you don't really need to be much more than alright all over the park to beat David Moyes' Sunderland, do you? So that's about it, really. Let's see what you guys in the comments are saying. Fellaini, man of the match. I don't know about that. We beat a championship side. They soon will be a championship side, absolutely. Has Shaw regained his position? I think he was taken off on the hour mark, actually, so he could play again on Thursday. I think if he plays again on Thursday, I think you can say he's definitely regained that position of his. If this match was played at Old Trafford, it would be a draw. Well, it has already been played at Old Trafford, and we put 3 past them there as well, so I don't know. Inconsistent display from United. We need to be ruthless. Yeah, I agree. We do definitely need to be more ruthless, but we did get the 3 points, so I don't think you can come and complain. Shaw, man of the match, whatever you're saying. Should have been a lot more goals. Sometimes it's hard against 10 men, isn't it? No one stood out. Wasteful Zlatan. Mickey, man of the match. Herrera, man of the match. Where is Mata? Someone says Mata's injured for the rest of the season, or I think they might have said hopefully it's not going to be the rest of the season that he's out for. We look well balanced. That's not a bad shout, says Phil. Just woke up to this. Awesome. Sunderland had no belief. I think it's probably pretty hard to have belief when they've had the season that they've had. Mata, where is he? Mata's injured. Jesse Lingard is good. Who was captain for the match? Fellaini was captain for the match, which was one that raised a lot of eyebrows before the start. Top 4 alive. Top 4 is absolutely alive, yeah. I mean, if Arsenal don't pick up maximum points tomorrow against Crystal Palace, then we're definitely in 5th. And our game's in hand over Liverpool. We can draw a level with them. So it's as simple as this. We just got to keep winning, keep picking up those 3 points. The draws are really going to come and haunt us, and if we don't get top 4, then it's because of those draws. So it's a case of if we just keep plugging away, getting those 3 points, we'll see what happens. Zlatan looks lethargic at times. He does. Our attacking at times was a bit frustrating. It has been all season, and remember we're away from home here as well, so we still scored 3 goals despite it being a little bit. Valencia, I believe Valencia was probably just rested for this one. I really do. I think he was just rested, and he was rested because there's a big game in Europa League. As so many of you have been saying all season, we need to really concentrate on the Europa League to have a little bit of a second play the cards to get into the Champions League next year, because I don't know about you lot, but I'm sick of playing Europa League football. Did what we needed and got the 3 points. That's excellent. Fellaini was shit, says someone. Thursday night, crucial for our season. I think so, yep. Arsenal will drop a point. I think Arsenal might drop points on Monday night, actually, against Crystal Palace. And obviously that's great for us. If that's what happens, actually. Zlatan now is he on 28 goals now for the season? Not bad for someone who can only score against Farmers, isn't it? He could have been a lot more clinical, and he could have had he probably could have had twice as many goals, in all honesty, the amount of chances that he's had. But, you know, he's got 28 goals. That's a good return. Certainly enough that I would like to see him kept around next season, definitely. Romero, again, yeah, Romero had another good game. He actually had stuff to do, so, you know, he was worth it. 18 in the Prem. It's not bad, is it? Marshall needs more game time. I reckon he would have scored. Maybe he's been kept aside for Anderlecht on Thursday. Marshall should get more minutes. Yeah, I'm in agreement with a lot of you here. I think that Marshall deserves a little bit more minutes. And again, Fosu Mensah, there was opportunities today to play him, and we didn't play him, so obviously Jose doesn't fancy him, which is a shame. Do I think we'll beat Chelsea at home, says Varshan? I was very encouraged by what I saw at Stamford Bridge. I didn't think we was going to get a win at Stamford Bridge. I thought we could at least take it to a draw in an extra time and see what happens. But I was very encouraged by what I saw tactically from Mourinho against Chelsea. So I will say, yeah, I think at Old Trafford, I think we can probably beat them. They're a team that's going to come for us, so I think that will leave us a little bit of space. We would be in the relegation zone if not for Zlatan. Well, we wouldn't. We would have had somebody else that would have scored a lot more goals if Zlatan wouldn't have been playing. That's just the way it works. You can't just take Zlatan's goals out and say, oh, look, now you would be here, because somebody else would have played and they would have also got goals themselves as well. Finally, Rashford scored. Yeah, I can't remember off the top of my head whether it was October or September. It's on a long time for Marcus to finally get another goal. So happy to see him getting that goal. Be excellent for his confidence. If Ibra came a few years ago, he would have been in our all-time top 10 goal scorers. He probably would have been, and he's been fantastic. I do wish he would have come a lot earlier, maybe even under Sir Alex. I think that would have been excellent for us. Nice to see Shaw playing well. I want to see more of Marshall and Mata. Of course, Mata's injured, so I'm not sure what the chances of seeing Mata is. It's going to be slim, I think, by the sounds of things, whether he's going to get back. Yeah, we got a free. Yeah, as someone just mentioned that, the comments are going far too fast for me to catch names as well as what you're saying. But yeah, we've just won 3-0 away from home, and no one is raving about the performance. Everyone's kind of going, it was all right, sound, move on. That's what we need to be doing now. Is we need to be moving on, and we need to be putting teams aside. At this stage of the season, it's not about the performance, it's about the result. It's result over performance, business end of the season. You want the performances there early in the season because that will eventually lead to results. At the business end of the season, you'll take anything. You know, we was rubbish. Champions League final 1999, we was rubbish for 90 minutes of the match. But for 2 minutes in a match, we was absolutely fantastic and we come away with a European Cup. The business end of the season, it's the result that matters. How did the game finish? I'm not bothered about how we played. How did it finish? It's all about getting that result. And if Manchester United keep stacking the results up, then we're going to be in for a good end of season for Manchester United. Anyway, that will do for me. There's fan cams on the way as well as Adam's review. So make sure to check those out. Stick around. Keep it locked to Full Time Devils. And we'll be back tomorrow with the full-time review. So come and join us there. That will be live also. And I'll see you later. Thanks for watching. See you in a bit.